Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. So, President Trump finally signed an executive order on cryptocurrencies, paving way for digital asset stockpile. See, the thing is here, okay, it's paving way for digital asset stockpile, not just Bitcoin. So, there are a lot of rumors that hey, there may be other crypto that will be going to this strategic reserve. So there's some confusion there. And there's actually something I want to talk about a little bit later on that relates to this. But overall, this is very, very positive. What he said before last June during the Bitcoin conference is starting to come true. And it's really fast. This is not one of those things like, 10 years down the road, we're going to put Bitcoin into a reserve. No, this is coming like now. This is like his third day in office and this is being signed, right? It is a pretty big deal. And he said, to quote, "We are going to make a lot of money for the country," right? That sounds great. That sounds really, really great. And he did say this. Let's play it.
This reduce the cost of virtually all goods and services. It'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto.
You hear that? World capital of artificial intelligence and crypto. That sounds good. I've said this. This year is going to be very interesting, especially in the U.S., if he does what he promises, and it's sounding like it's more and more leading toward that, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic year. Okay. Ripple supposedly is lobbying, for a huge diversified crypto reserve rather than a Bitcoin reserve only. So I don't know how true this is. So they may be the ones that's stopping it, but I don't know. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Imagine if that reserve was stockpiled with Bitcoin and then Trump throws Trumpcoin in there and then XRP. I think we should start with Bitcoin. Let's see where that goes first and then maybe add in some of the others. I think if you start out right away and it's too diluted, it may send a wrong message, right? We got to support the biggest and the best, and that is Bitcoin. So I don't know how true this is, but nevertheless, Ripple, XRP, still doing well. Supposedly this, this appeal from the SEC is being appealed by Ripple, and if that's over, then that's it. Then they get the SEC off their back, and once and for all, no more, right? We'll see what happens. The new crypto czar, David Sachs, he's a big Solana guy, and Solana has been doing very well, right? Of course, because of Trumpcoin, but Solana overall took a lot of breather over the last few months, but now is coming back strong. TVL rocketed 600% because of Trump Memecoin, and there will be a lot more coming. So, XRP, Solana, they're in really good shape. But you know who else is in good shape that hasn't started moving at is Avalanche. They've been shopping for new headquarters right in the middle of the New York City. And what do you think the reason is? He even says it. Something other than paying high taxes. So, a lot of projects are cozying up to the new administration, to Trump, and that's a smart thing. Avalanche is based in the U.S. I've said that many times. So, they could be the next one to really start moving. I hope so, because I do like Avalanche. And they're working with Bank of America, and Bank of America is also going to start offering crypto services soon. So it's all tying together. It's all tying together quite nicely. outside of that, there's a few other memes, and I just want to highlight, I do have Josh and Scott that's manning my other channel called Alpha First, and all they do is talk about memes and more degen stuff, up and coming stuff, like AI agents, memes, stuff like that. So if you guys aren't following it, make sure you do, because they do shows a couple times a week, and they give really good alpha. Things that I don't even know about, that I wish I knew about, because I would be like a billionaire if I followed their advice. For example, Trumpcoin, right, which is sitting around 6.7 billion. So they found this before it was tweeted, like, you know, when it was like dirt low, right? And then they didn't know. I shared a story. They didn't know if it was real or not. No one thought it was real because it was on Truth Social, and then everyone thought that it was hacked or something. No one thought about it. And I got really pissed they didn't tell me about it, because if I just threw in, like, you know, like some money, 10K or something, it'd be worth $1 million. You know, that's an example of things that you would find. But you know what? They have been really good. Here's a few other ones. Here's one called Whale Watch that allows you to track what Memecoin whales are buying and selling in real time. So if you wanted to know who are the big whales and what they're doing, this is an example of AI agent that actually, I guess, has real utility. But these AI agents are all kind of like meme-ish too, right? But they found this very early. This is 165 million. I don't know what market cap they found at. Really, really early. You know, much lower than this. Here's another one, AI XBT, which is AI bot that searches Twitter to see what's like the most hot things to talk about. They also have a meme that's worth 610 million, created by Virtuals. And they found this like sub 100 million, right? So these are all things that they have discussed. Here's another one that people know about, Toshi, who got listed on Coinbase yesterday. Coinbase is listing left and right memes, right? And it jumped up to 220 something, and they also talked about this when it was like sub 50 million. Anyways, so I'm gonna be paying more attention to Alpha First, because I want to make some more money from memes. I have been ignoring memes for a very, very long time. So you know what I might do is, like, every Friday, since it's casual Friday, I may be like kind of rehashing and looking at some of the things they talk about. But if you want the alpha, go to Alpha First, subscribe, and also there's the Alpha First X too. And something else that may be helping is this Vine. You know, I was not into Vine when it came out, right? But Vine was TikTok before TikTok. It's like a 10-second, vertical format. It was doing very well. I don't know how they mismanaged that. If they didn't, they would be as big as TikTok right now. I don't know what happened, but the founder decided to release a meme because there are rumors that Elon wants to get it back. I would figure Vine is already part of Twitter. It might be a separate project. I don't know, but I thought it was, it was a Twitter project, so he should have it ready. With all this TikTok uncertainty and Zuckerberg thinking that he'd just go dominate with Instagram, you know what? I think Elon has other plans. I think he will bring back Vine and make it a true competitor. Everything else he's doing on X is doing great. People that don't use X, you need to get on it. You need to follow me, because my X is arguably the best on Twitter in terms of crypto news. There's no account that's better. So make sure you follow it. But anyways, this guy launched it, and it's not doing that well, but it's not doing that poorly either. It got up to 500 million market cap. Now it's about 166. It's going down a little bit. But whenever you have big launches like this, it also helps Solana, because these are all on top of Sol. If you're going to launch a meme, you launch it on Sol. It's just that simple. And one day, when I launch my own, and it could be soon, it will be on Sol too. It'll happen before I get 1 million followers, that's for sure. And then I'm gonna be doing a lot of airdrops left and right. It's going to be really good.